They really don't want me to speak, do they? Well, I'm just gonna record another video. I was channeling, so my eyes were closed. The video cut out. I think it's 7:07 or 7:03 minutes. However, I'm just gonna keep recording, and I'll just make two parts. Sorry about that, you guys. But this is really important because this was getting really deep. So I'm not sure where that video cut off at. So please bear with me. We pulled some major cards here. Number 1, number 17, number 29, number 39. So what Spirit was showing me is that it's important for you to go on an adventure so you're able to tap into your inner child. Please go and listen to part 1. I'm not usually someone who says that, but I'm not going to repeat that message for those who have seen part 1, okay? But Spirit is wanting you to go on this adventure so you can open yourself up to your inner child, especially if you're someone who's been very rigid or very, programmed by a society that you can't enjoy and be an adult and have fun and play and whatever it is that you like. I mean, I do everything I can that they will allow adult to do that's childlike. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm able to ride rides or I'm able to like laugh and play and skip. Well, you guys, if you've seen any of my videos outside, you know I am. But the point of this is that so you can meet your inner child again and reconnect with your inner child, or start having a relationship with your inner child if you haven't done so yet. The purpose of going on an adventure and allowing yourself to run wild and run free and just feel whatever it is around you. If you're like me, someone in nature, like I'm in the zone when I'm in nature because that's where I feel the freest, the most safest, the most comfortable. And that's how I feel with my inner child. And so Spirit is saying that's the space Spirit needs you to get in so that your inner child can see that you're flexible and that you're open and that you're willing to do the work to heal wounds of your inner child that you may not have addressed yet. Or again, like I said, or you need to reconnect with your inner child. And this is a way to start that relationship. Another, in case the video freezes again, another way, and I've said this in a video a few months ago, if you're someone who's working on inner child healing, you can use your most dominant hand. So if you're a right-hander, you use your right hand as your adult self, right? And you can, this is just a simple example. I used to do this myself, and I've done this with clients I've worked with. On your right hands, what do you need to feel safe or secure? What do you need to feel this? Or what do you need, find the questions you need to ask. And then on your non-dominant hand, it's your child writing, and just free write. It doesn't matter if it's messy, it doesn't matter if it's eligible. It's just so you can, that's like if you're a type person that's hard to do visualizations, this may be a good thing if you need like writing exercises. Okay, so I try to think of examples that can help people that learn in different ways that can untap parts of their soul and spirit, right? So they can develop these relationships with their inner child. And so Spirit is saying that you need to connect with your inner child and build that relationship and find out what it is they need from you, because you're going. And that's why this time to remember card was on here, an adventure, run wild, and that you are wanted. You may have not felt wanted as a child, or you may not feel like you were good enough as a child, or nothing was ever good enough, or you may have been a perfectionist, or you were the black sheep of the family. And if you look in this card, it's like this person, it may seem like they're all alone, but just look how inviting that is. You are wanted by the divine. You are wanted by the collective. And so Spirit is saying is that it's important for you to heal this inner child wound, because where you're going, it's going to be important to recognize. Spirit is saying, actually, I'm getting really hot. You'll get to a point where you won't even realize that it was a trigger for your inner child, like engaging other energies, and when you're stepping forth into because this is all based on something major is going to be happening for you, something huge changes coming in your life, a huge transformation. As I said in my video last night, there's going to be a huge metamorphosis happening in your life. And no person who's on the spiritual path is perfect. If you think you're perfect, that just goes to show that you're in your ego, and there's more work to be done. That's the proof right there. There's more work to be done if you. So, Spirit is saying that. Hold on, I lost the thought here, and this is what happens when I channel really fast and really hard. It's important for you. There's going to be times where you're going and stepping into, right? So there's a Spirit, please slow down, because this is I don't want to lose this very important part of the message, please. So the new version, the new timeline, what you're stepping into, there's going to be all kinds of different type of energies you're going to be engaging. It's not going to be all love and light. There's still going to be, whatever going on around you. And for some of you, it may trigger your inner child, and hence why it's important for you to heal certain wounds of your inner child so that they aren't triggered. As you do this, and if you're able to, no, not if, when, Spirit's like, no, when, not if, because you can and you will and you shall, so it will be, so shall it be. You won't even recognize that your inner child is being triggered. Meaning it's a good thing. You've healed so much from it. You really just see the energy for what it is, and your inner child won't be triggered. So an example would be if you have a lot of stuff around abandonment, and abandonment can mean different things. And sometimes we trigger each other's abandonment and we don't really realize it. Someone may trigger our abandonment, thinking they're ghosting us, and so we give them the culture and we walk away, and then we trigger their abandonment thinking that we're not compromising. And this is a silly example, and I think I saw that on someone's reading on YouTube. But I was just trying to give an example. But what Spirit is saying is that because of where you're going, because of this new timeline shift, because of this major transformation that you're going to go through, it's going to be important to heal certain parts of your inner child so that they won't be triggered, and then it's a back step for you, so you're not really recognizing what's going on. Because when it comes to inner child healing, a lot of times some things were so normalized for us, we don't even know it was trauma. And trauma is different for everybody. What may be traumatic for me wasn't traumatic for you. And so it's important for you to recognize the different behaviors and patterns that you learned as a child that you've brought forth as an adult, that is possibly hindering you right now. Where's my communication stone? That is possibly hindering you right now. You may not even realize that certain parts of your inner child need to feel safe and secure, and that's why when someone may do something and it's not toxic, but because possibly you haven't healed some certain inner child stuff, you'll think it's toxic and that they're, trying to hurt you on purpose, or that they're going to leave you, or that, you always think you're in trouble at work. You know what I'm saying? Or you always have to over-explain yourself to people about stuff because maybe you were never hurt as a child, or you're not comfortable in your own skin to stand up for yourself. I hope this is making sense, because I'm just really getting the channel message, and I want to make sure I get it out, because it's like this level that you're going to is going to be so powerful and so amazing for you, the possibilities of it. And there's a fire engine right now, a confirmation. We're at 7:55 on the clock, so that's two separate videos. And so it's really important to figure out what needs weren't met when you were an inner child, and how those needs not being met has affected you in your adult life, and how other people can trigger that in us. And we know there's a lot of unhealed people out there. So be careful doing a lot of this healing work, because you may get to a point like, wow, you realize that there's a lot of unhealed people just hurting each other. And you don't, and Spirit doesn't want you to be one of them. You have a higher and greater purpose. So go on an adventure. Go run wild. Go run free, ethically, spiritually, with the divine, whatever. And be free like these beautiful horses and these cards. Because you are truly wanted and loved by many, and you don't even know it yet. But unless you feel that in your heart and soul and spirit, there's not one person, not a job, not a material thing that's ever going to make you feel wanted or loved. Nothing can fill that void. And so Spirit and your inner child want you to develop a relationship with your inner child, with them, so that they can feel wanted and loved, and in turn you can provide the support to them and show them that you'll stand 10 toes down protecting your inner child. You'll make them feel safe and secure. It doesn't matter what's projected onto you. You love yourself without a doubt, and have so much worth that your inner child can finally be free. And that is the message. I hope that you are healthy and happy. I truly, truly do. This was beautiful. May you love and be loved. Heal so you don't harm. Not just each other, but yourself. Have a great night, you guys.